What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool news video where we will preview the Merseyside derby, but also we will talk about the huge bombshell news that Victor Osimhen apparently has agreed personal terms with Liverpool Football Club. So first, let me know your score prediction for the Liverpool-Everton match in the comments below, and let me know which country are you watching from. Are you nervous or excited before the Merseyside derby? And also, the big news coming out of Italy is that Victor Osimhen, whose contract expires 2 years from now, has decided not to sign a contract extension with Napoli. According to journalist Walter De Maggio, he has revealed that Victor Osimhen has now an agreement with Liverpool FC to join the club, which is absolutely a mind-blowing, amazing development. The journalist is reporting that the parties, Victor Osimhen's entourage and Napoli, had reached an agreement for the renewal, but then Calenda and Osimhen went back on their word. What happened? There was the inclusion of another club from the Premier League. I'm talking about Liverpool. He said there would be frequent contacts, but I just learned something else. There would be agreements already reached. Let me clarify. The agreements would be between Liverpool FC and the player Victor Osimhen. Therefore, they would not involve Napoli. I hope Laurentiis will be able to keep Victor Osimhen at least until June, but we can't be sure. So this frequently happens, that first Victor Osimhen and his agent agree personal terms with Liverpool FC. Behind the scenes, you know, it's a kind of a grey area. A lot of clubs do this. Apparently you should, of course, always just negotiate with the club first and then the player, but that's not how it works in real life, because you want to know what kind of contract the player wants. Is he even interested in joining your club? So first those discussions, those negotiations need to happen, and then after you've sorted out pretty much the contract and everything with the player, then you go to his club and try to reach an agreement. So that will be, of course, the harder part. Victor Osimhen, I think, privately, he's probably fed up at Napoli because they publicly mocked him, basically on social media, on TikTok, which absolutely blows my mind. I've never seen a big club, and Napoli are a really big club in Italy, mock their best player during the season, when also they didn't start the season that well. It's absolutely mind-blowing to me. And Victor Osimhen has every right to feel upset at Napoli for the way they handled this. It wasn't professional at all. And apparently, according to this Italian journalist, the player and his agent have secured agreement with Liverpool. But of course, it remains to be seen whether Liverpool can actually agree a fee with Napoli, because as I said, that will be the harder part. It will cost 120 million pounds at least to get Osimhen out of Napoli. But it's also important, if Osimhen wants to leave and he doesn't sign a new contract, the Napoli has a huge incentive, huge motivation to sell him at least next summer, because then he will have just 1 year left on his contract. His contract expires in 2025, so if they don't sell him in 2024, they risk losing him for absolutely nothing. And Napoli, of course, as all Serie A clubs, are struggling financially since the COVID pandemic, and of course the TV deals in the Serie A are not as lucrative as they are in the Premier League or even La Liga. So they absolutely can't miss out on 100 million pounds. They can't actually let their best player go for a free transfer, so they absolutely have to sell him next summer if they don't agree a contract extension. It looks like Osimhen is not really ready and willing to sign a new contract at Napoli. So guys, if you enjoyed these videos, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new here. Also, you can further support me by making a one-time donation. Click the thanks button below the video, or you can subscribe my Patreon, where I offer additional benefits for you guys. Link is in the video description. Thank you so much for your awesome support. And Victor Osimhen is only 24 years old. He's 186 centimeters tall, already played 27 times for the Nigerian national team, and listen to this, 20 goals in 27 international appearances. Absolutely amazing record. He already has 6 goals in 10 games this season in all competitions. His market value is around 120 million euros. and his main position is centre forward. Do Liverpool need a centre forward at the moment? Not necessarily, not really. I think we only sign Osimhen if we sell Salah, and maybe we move Jota out on the wing permanently. Jota sometimes plays through the middle. Gakpo can play on the wing as well. So Darwin Núñez could be our only out-and-out striker, and Victor Osimhen, they could alternate between them. Darwin Núñez can play on the left wing as well. But I think we only sell Osimhen if we only sign Osimhen if we sell Salah, either in the January or the summer transfer window, because that's the only way Liverpool will be able to afford this deal with the Salah money. If we get 150 million with Salah, then maybe signing Osimhen would not be the worst idea. But I would prefer if Liverpool signed a really awesome defensive midfielder and a fantastic centre-back. I think that's our priority for the next 2 transfer windows at least. And last season Osimhen had his best ever season, helping Napoli win their first league title since Diego Armando Maradona won it for them. 31 goals and 5 assists in 39 games. That's almost 1 goal or assist in every single game. Only the best players put up those kind of numbers. And even before that, he was pretty prolific for Napoli. In his first season, he scored 10 goals in 30 games, then 18 goals in 32 games. And before that, for Lille, he scored 18 goals in 38 games. So he's an awesome player, and he's entering his prime. He's 24 years old, and he's an absolute phenomenon. He is one of the best, if not the best, strikers in the world right now, alongside Haaland, Mbappe. He is up there really with some of the top 5 best players. I consider Salah, Haaland, Mbappe, Osimhen to be among the top 5, and the 5th you can debate and argue, maybe Lewandowski is still up there. But these are like the top forwards for me in the world. And just a little bit more about Victor Osimhen. He's right-footed, he is of course a centre forward. He's known for his really good presence, physical attributes, athleticism, strength, directness. He runs into space. He has an eye for the goal, of course, and his link-up play is pretty decent. He's 185 centimeters tall, so he can hold the ball up pretty well, and he relies on pace to beat opponents. In December 2022, so just a few months ago, almost a year ago, Totti called him the best striker in the Serie A. Romelu Lukaku in January called him the best striker, and also Igalo, the former Nigerian striker, hailed him as the future of Nigerian football, and his former manager at Napoli, Luciano Spalletti, described him as such a great striker. So of course he has great reviews from all kinds of people. And what is also inspiring is that Osimhen said that he has followed Sadio Mane's inspiration to help his community in Senegal. So Osimhen is trying to do the same, help his community back home in Nigeria. Osimhen announced the birth of his first child, a daughter named Hailey, born in October 2022, and Hali, not sure how to pronounce her name, but Osimhen is absolutely prolific, and of course he would want to win more titles and trophies. His only major trophy is the Serie A title with Napoli, which of course is awesome. But will Napoli regularly win the Serie A and the Champions League? You can't really say that. For Liverpool, I think Liverpool have an even better chance than Napoli to win titles and trophies. And yes, last season Napoli were miles better than Liverpool, but this season I think Liverpool are in a better place than Napoli right now. He also got the 3rd place in the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations. He also won the FIFA World Cup with the under-17 Nigerian team in 2015. That was a long time ago. And I think that's pretty interesting that Nigeria has a very good generation of talents coming through, that they managed to win the Under-17 World Cup. Martin Keown also said that he sympathizes with Jurgen Klopp, who questioned the scheduling of Liverpool always getting the early kickoff on Saturday noon after international break. We have 4 South American players, but thankfully they all flew over to Liverpool on an arranged flight, a little bit better organized than the last time and a little bit earlier, so they could take part in full team training on Thursday and Friday. So actually all the South American players are in contention to potentially start against Everton. I don't think all of them will start at the moment. It's 10:46 Eastern Central European time where I'm recording this video, so we don't know the starting 11 yet, but hopefully Darwin Núñez will start. I think he has to after his absolutely blistering showing against Brazil. He's absolutely flying. Luis Diaz is flying as well, but I don't think all of McAllister, Diaz and Núñez will start against Everton. But Martin Keown said Jurgen Klopp could be complaining that it's another 12:30 game. Incidentally, I think he has a point in all of this. I think it's something like 12 games now that Liverpool have played at 12:30. And the next international break, after that we play Man City in the lunchtime kickoff on Saturday as well. So that will be 13 lunchtime kickoffs after the international break. The next team who got the most is 5 games for Tottenham. How is that right? Liverpool have 13 early kickoffs after the international break, and then the next team, Tottenham, has 5. Something fishy is going on in the Premier League with scheduling, with officiating. I don't want to say corruption, but there are too many coincidences, that's for sure. Why are they always picked up on to be the early kickoff game? Martin Keown asks. In fact, we will see it again in a month's time when Liverpool play Man City. It will be the 13th early kickoff after the international weeks away. I do feel when players from all corners of the earth are coming back together to form Team Liverpool or Team Arsenal or whatever, it is a little bit tricky. I have some sympathy there, but if it doesn't apply for European weeks, after European weeks, it shouldn't be there after the international weeks either. So yeah, if you are playing like Wednesday morning, you shouldn't play Saturday early kickoff. If you are playing on Wednesday in the Champions League, you don't get the Saturday early kickoff. You get maybe the Saturday late kickoff or the Sunday game. And Jim White and Simon Jordan challenged Martin Keown whether a few hours matter. For example, if Liverpool got the 4 p.m. game or the 6:30 p.m. game, or sorry, the 3 or 5:30 p.m. game on Saturday, would it matter? It does, Martin Keown said. You don't get it because you have not been a player. We don't know how long it's taken Luis Diaz to get back from Colombia, do we? When did he arrive back? That morning, that line, the food that you have. You are not having spaghetti bolognese at 8 in the morning. You are having it slightly later. I do sympathize with Liverpool. Why is it always Liverpool? It's the 12th weekend that we have seen it. And there are so many teams who don't have South American players playing international football in their side who could play this 12:30 kickoff, but at least spread it out evenly. I mean, for Liverpool to get 13 games and then Tottenham get 5, Man City get 4, and like Arsenal, Man United get 3 early kickoffs. I mean, how is that fair and balanced? I just don't understand why they are doing this, honestly. Unless it's deliberate to hurt Jurgen Klopp and to hurt Liverpool FC. And I'm a little bit dreading the Merseyside derby because it's the same VAR there. David Coote, I think his name is, who was in charge of VAR when Van Dijk broke Pickford broke Van Dijk's leg. He injured his knee, which took Van Dijk 7 or 8 months to recover from, and Pickford didn't get a red card. He didn't get anything. He didn't get any punishment for that, for almost ending Van Dijk's career. It was a leg-breaking challenge, and yet because there was an offside previously, VAR ruled it as nothing. Nothing should be done. Good process, well done guys. Wow, I don't want to swear, but I was very close there. Alan Shearer criticized Van Dijk for his comments that players are playing too many games, and in his column for the Telegraph, Carragher defended Van Dijk, saying a report last year by the Global Footballers Union FIFPro revealed that no player at the 2022 World Cup played more football than Van Dijk heading into the tournament. Between July 2021 and October 2022, Van Dijk played 78 games for club and country, totaling 7,600 minutes. Immediately after returning from Qatar, he pulled his hamstring. I applaud Van Dijk for saying this, Carragher said. I'm baffled that anyone disagrees. The expanding workload for top-class internationals is ridiculous and relentless. With expanding international competitions like the Nations League and a revamped FIFA Club World Cup on the horizon. Those saying congestion is eased by a bigger squad or justified because of the high footballers' wages are talking nonsense. And Carragher is right in everything he says here. I mean, players should be protected more because it diminishes the quality of football as well. If every player has to play 70 games per year, then surely they can't perform at their peak of their powers. If you are playing every 3 days, you are not as fresh mentally, physically, and you can't play as well as having a full week's rest. And also, that diminishes the product, which is the quality of football games that we watch on the TV. So it's in everybody's best interest to protect footballers, but UEFA and FIFA just want to make as much money as possible, the Premier League as well. So will we get probably lesser games like cancelled, like international friendlies or like League Cup semi-final second legs or FA Cup replays? Probably not, but let's wait and see what happens. I'm on the side of Van Dijk and Carragher on this debate. Let me know where do you stand in the comments below, and thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day, see you later, goodbye.